At the United Nations, and their office was at 777 United Nations Plaza. That was the first place I ever did international legal work. These folks, the Palestinian people, the Palestine Liberation Organization, was the only people that would help us.
Yeah.
They were the only people who would help us. And they showed Ingrid and Phyllis and Russ the ropes at the United Nations. And they took them around and introduced them to everyone. And if it hadn't been for that relationship, and so as Phyllis was saying, many of us have traveled to the Middle East, to Lebanon and to Palestine and to Iraq and to Libya. And we never let the United States decide who our friends were, ever, in this movement. And we're not going to let them decide that now. And so, if it hadn't been for the Palestinian people, if it hadn't been for the Palestine Liberation Organization, there would not be a Declaration on the Rights of Indigenous Peoples today. I can guarantee you that. There would not be a declaration. There would not be a permanent forum on Indigenous issues. There would not have been a working group on Indigenous populations. And so that's what we owe the Palestinian people. Because in our work with them, they said, we are the Indians of the Middle East and you are the Palestinians of Great Turtle Island. That's how close our struggles are.
Yeah.
I just want the young people to understand that. Because when you watch the media or you listen to this invader government here, they try to convince you that these people are our enemies. They're our closest allies and friends, and they always have been.
Yeah.
They've never failed to come to our assistance. And so I just hope that people understand that. And again, come and shake their hands and thank them for their solidarity. Because without their help and assistance and other national liberation organizations like the African National Congress, and we understand one other thing, that the ideology that occupies their homeland, Zionism, is no different than the ideology that invaded our homeland, Manifest Destiny.
Yeah.
No different. No different than apartheid in South Africa that was finally defeated. So they continue to struggle against that racist ideology, and we continue to struggle here. So we give you our hearts and our solidarity. And we appreciate you traveling all the way here to be with us.